Recording in process. Sorry.
I genuinely don't know what to do with that. I'm off my game now. It's the starting five with the sleepers. Monday, September 19th. Different episode today. We're going to switch things up a little bit. Might be our smallest views we ever get. That's totally fine with us for this week. Simply put, we don't like sports right now, so we're not going to talk about sports. Carter, I looked back at our Sleepers Bets newsletter from this past week. We wrote it on Thursday. I gave out 23 different bets, Carter. I gave out 7 individual plays and then 16 different money line legs in 3 different parlays. None of them hit. I won exactly 0 legs of the 23 bets that I gave out this weekend. And your team lost. So we're both in hell right now is essentially what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I think I reached my point. Sports, if you think about it, it's pain, really. It's pain. At the end of the day, it's gonna be pain one way or the other. It's always gonna be pain. There's other things in life that I feel like you can control the controllables that don't cause you pain. So why subject yourself to that? I waited all day Saturday to watch my team take the field and play. And we got absolutely ran off the field by a quarterback whose last name sounds like penis. So, what am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to wake up on Sunday and be productive and go to work on Monday and provide for my family? Like, I'd rather do that because I have to do that anyway without being subjected to the pain of watching that. So, I need a break from sports. I think everyone needs a little cleanse from sports once in a while. It's not the end all be all. And
we are a sports podcast. But this week this week we are not a sports podcast. We just like talking to each other. We're just two friends, and we're going to talk about some of the biggest questions in life rather than talking about how Mel Tucker is the 5th highest paid coach in college football, even though he had a 7-12 record prior to this past season at Michigan State, beat Michigan once, and now has gotten blown out in every big game since. Or how I'm DraftKings' biggest financial beneficiary. They probably love me over there. They probably have my faces in the offices. Like, that's our guy.
See, I could combat that Mel Tucker point, but like, what's that going to do for me?
Not going to make you happy?
I am cutting it out. I'm turning a new leaf.
All right. So we have 5 topics today. None of them have anything to do with sports. If you want to change the channel and not listen to this, be my guest. But hopefully you learned something today, and hopefully you can take this journey with us if you do stick around. Carl, let's start with this. Have you eaten the best sandwich that you will ever eat in your life?
I hope not, because I feel like there's a better sandwich out there. And I struggle with trying new sandwiches because I don't think there's anything worse than a bad sandwich when you need a sandwich. To this day, I think the best sandwich I've ever had is from Two Beards Deli in Grand Rapids. And I think I'm going to stick with that. But I don't want that to be the best sandwich I ever had in my life. There's got to be something else out there.
What type of sandwich are we talking?
I'm talking not like a turkey. I mean, this is a bad topic for you because I feel like you just like one meat, one cheese.
No. I'm a sandwich
of mayo.
I am a sandwich connoisseur. If you couldn't tell just from looking at my face, like, sandwiches are my game as far as foods go. Like, that's my sport, to say, in the food space.
Oh, I was unaware.
Yeah, no, you should be aware just from looking at my face. Like I said, what's the Two Beard sandwich though?
It's like, I mean, are you asking like what the actual sandwich is?
Yeah, you said you think that's the best sandwich you've had in your life.
Okay, so it's like, take like the basis of it is their version of a turkey club, but it's different. The sriracha mayo there hits different. The sourdough bread hits extremely different. The meat to cheese ratio is absolutely beautiful. Fresh lettuce, fresh tomato. It's a life-changing sandwich. And you can get hot or cold, which I think is an absolute game changer. It's beautiful both ways. So I think that's my go-to. There's so many options there.
Is the best version of that sandwich hot or cold though? Don't tell me both. Like, I know you can go both.
No. Best version's hot.
Okay, I'm gonna say I feel like hot would be the move from what you described for me. Also, you seem like a big sauce guy. Like that's where I draw the line with pretty much every food. Like other than ketchup, I'm not into like all the like specialty mayos like
Whoa, whoa,
that.
whoa.
The
Are we
accents.
are we hating on sriracha mayo?
Yeah, I'm hating on sriracha mayo. I don't
Garlic
like
a garlic aioli?
garlic aioli in the right quantity is okay at the right moment. Like it has a role to play. It can't be your featured player. It can't lead your team in
I
shots.
disagree. If you get a nice basket of truffle fries with a side of garlic aioli, come on now.
Nah, I think garlic aioli is Jeremy Grant. He can't lead your team in shots, but if he's just like, just a touch on a good team, then it's a great sandwich.
Relax on
Uh,
sports references, please.
you're right. I'm sorry. I can't. It's so hard.
Okay.
Um,
We're gonna get there.
so okay, my answer to have I ever had the best sandwich that I will have for my entire life is yes, Carter. And it was at a fine establishment that had about an 8-month run in East Lansing, Michigan when I was in college called What's Up Dog. And it was the best drunk food spot on earth. I
That's
was,
not the best. You're telling me drunk food's the best sandwich you ever had?
yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
I absolutely am. In fact, I've since for the 12 years since I've tried to order it sober at many establishments. No one can remake it perfectly. It's a Texas toast, grilled cheese with fried chicken and bacon in it.
Okay.
And it was cooked to perfection. Like I said, I think I've ordered 5 different versions of this at other establishments since What's Up Dog closed. I had a nice little connect with the guy who ran the shop. I would go there. He would chef it up for free for me. I'd get like 3 per week. I can taste it talking about it. I will never have a sandwich that fulfills me and makes me happier than that in my life, Carter.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds fire. And also very underrated in the sandwich world is getting a nice grilled cheese.
Ooh, yeah.
Like a fire grilled cheese on some sourdough, throw some bacon on that thing. And you said the one you had fried chicken on it too?
Fried chicken and bacon.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
that
was the
sounds
move.
elite.
It was the move. And so I actually have a little specialty sandwich that I make, Carter. I don't know. You could probably tell from my excitement about sandwiches earlier in the segment, but I like to chef up a good sandwich here and there. Okay. Like I like to get a little creative in the kitchen with a sandwich. I make a breakfast grilled cheese that I would put up there with the best sandwiches in the state of Michigan.
A breakfast grilled cheese.
A breakfast grilled cheese, my friend. It's a
Is that a
tailgate.
breakfast sandwich with just cheese on it?
No, it is a seasonal food that I make, original recipe that can
Seasonal.
no, it's only I do not allow anyone to try this other than in football season. It is made strictly from September through the Super Bowl. That is the only time I will make this, but I make it on Saturdays and Sundays occasionally. Again, thick cut Texas toast. You make the toast as if it is French toast. Okay, you dip in the egg batter, the milk, stir it up, the eggs, flip it, a little cinnamon on it. Now you've got 2 pieces of French toast. Get your griddle out, get some bacon going, put the toast down, just a little drizzle of syrup on top of it. Just cook it in the syrup. You don't dip it in the syrup, but you cook it lightly in the syrup. You basically make French toast with bacon and grilled cheese in the middle, sandwich, powdered sugar on top, breakfast grilled cheese. It's phenomenal.
Wow, that sounds elite. And now that we're not watching sports and next time we see each other, we probably won't be absolutely undoubtedly hungover the morning after we do something. Maybe we can just, wake up, maybe get one of those breakfast grilled cheeses going.
Honestly, it's a great idea. I've been looking for like an athlete that we could potentially sponsor the breakfast grilled cheese. Peyton Thorne, I thought would be a good one. It's probably a low price on him right now, but I know Hopcat has him cornered right now, but we'll see.
That would have bothered me a week ago.
You want to go to topic number 2 here?
Yeah.
Hey, Cart, what are you watching these days? Anything good you're watching?
So I'm watching 3 things right now. I got 3 different things for you. So I got a show that I watch with the wife because you need a show that you watch with wife and significant other. Like you got to have an established show that y'all watch together. Y'all can watch separate shows sometimes, but there's one show that like if you watch that episode without me, let me know because I'll stop at the divorce lawyer's office on the way home and I will sign those papers. The show we just watched together is Echoes on Netflix. which is absolutely nuts. Highly recommend it. Like the show will have your mind in a pretzel. Like actually. It borders the line of having it too much in a pretzel where like you find yourself confused, but at the same time, electric. Highly recommend it. Limited series. It's like 8 episodes, 45 minutes. Go ahead and knock it out. Highly recommend that. I'm also watching House of the Dragon right now, solo for all the Game of Thrones people. That show is elite. And also Handmaid's Tale. I don't know if you've ever heard of that show or watched that. That show is sick and twisted. Whoever wrote that has serious issues, but all in all, good television. How about you, Gregory?
Well, I have heard of Handmaid's Tale. I think I tried to start watching it, got 2 episodes in, it was too depressing, stopped.
Yeah, yeah.
I love a sick and twisted show. I like a little brain melter. I like being confused on shows, trying to solve a show.
Watch Echoes.
Yeah, that sounded up my alley. I haven't heard of Echoes, but I'm in on it. I'm with you. You have to have the wife show right now. Wife and I have been in a rut with shows lately, primarily because of my addiction with sports. So I'm hoping to right the ship there. But we've been watching Welcome to Wrexham, which is a sports show. But wife loves Ryan Reynolds and Always Sunny, and that's Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds. I love both of them as well. So they bought a soccer club. This is like a real life thing. They bought a soccer club in Wales in like the lowest division that has some history to it, and they're trying to I think they're really just making a documentary out of it, but at least in the documentary, they're fronting like they're trying to take it up the ranks of European soccer. Very entertaining. Both those guys are hilarious in this documentary style, like 20-minute episodes on FX and also on Hulu. So we're watching that right now. She just started the show The Patient, and I've sort of let it play in the background because we both work from home. So I'll pay attention while I'm doing some actual work stuff. And have you heard of The Patient, Cart?
Mm-mm.
So there's a bunch of commercials going on for it. It's like Steve Carell is a therapist.
Oh, yeah. I heard good things about that.
Steve Carell's a therapist to a serial killer. And the serial killer basically kidnaps him and is like, I need to stop killing. Help me. And it's interesting, fascinating concept. The first episode had me reeled in. And then by episode 2, I realized that this show couldn't go anywhere because the entire show is just this guy's a killer and he kidnapped him. And now the rest of the show is just therapy sessions in his basement. So if you're okay with that, very entertaining show. I got a little bored because I'm nothing's happening. They're just talking in the basement. But
that's a good show. I think the next one we're going to watch is The Devil is in Ohio or something like that. Mm-hmm. Something about a girl gets dropped off on the side of the road, in a cult, and then it just a bunch of stuff unfolds after that. It was second recommended show behind Echoes. So
okay, can I get a quick hitter favorite show of all time, and then a show of yours that specific to you will always have your heartstrings?
I think my favorite show of all time is. See, that's a two-folded question because my favorite show of all time is Game of Thrones, for sure. But the show that I can watch 1,000 times, I'll watch The Office at all times. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's always just a fire show to throw on.
Hey, free my girl Karen Filippelli, by the way. Jim deserved better. Can we talk about it? Let's just be real about it. Pam had that man hooked. She treated him like shit. She never really apologized. He sacrificed a ton for her. Karen Filippelli out here, the biggest victim in that show.
That's very true. Yeah, I think Game of Thrones is probably my one, but the one I'll always be connected to is Sons of Anarchy.
Wanted to move right on from the Karen Filippelli part.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to dip into that, but Sons of Anarchy, because that's the first show that I watched that I was I just binged it. I went all the way through it. I was locked in. I skipped meals. I did whatever. It was in college, so at the time I was playing stupid sports, but when I wasn't playing stupid sports, I'd lock in and
ew.
Yeah, disgusting. Can't believe I wasted my time with that. But yeah, Sons of Anarchy, big fire.
Interesting. I wouldn't see you as a Sons of Anarchy guy. I feel like me saying that out loud sounds a little racist, but I don't mean it
Just a
that
bit.
way.
Just a tad bit, yeah.
You don't strike me as like a biker gang TV show guy. But I know nothing about Sons of Anarchy. So
Big fire.
I also told you, also again, maybe a tiny bit racist here. I told you that I didn't think Ted Lasso would be your kind of show.
Yeah, because you go, it's middle-aged white guy humor.
Because I think it is. I really like I enjoy Ted Lasso as a corny white man, but
But
like
Ted, no, I think you're being too tough on Ted. Ted Lasso is
really,
elite television.
I didn't know that. To me, I respect your sense of humor in such a way that I thought you were like above Ted Lasso, if that makes sense.
That means a lot. But no, Ted Lasso's elite television.
Okay. Good to know. Can I answer the question real quick about my favorite show and then like the special show for me?
You're damn Skippy.
My favorite show of all time is Breaking Bad, followed by Better Call Saul. Like watching the Better Call Saul finale has now enhanced the way I view Breaking Bad historically so much. Like those two back to back is such a beautiful project. And then my favorite show of all time. Well, I guess Breaking Bad's my favorite, but this is like my special favorite that nobody else likes. Mr. Robot, elite show. Talk about a mind melting show where you're like trying to solve it and you're confused all the time. But once you figure it out, there's like such a satisfying conclusion to it. Mr. Robot.
I don't think I've ever heard of that show.
It was on USA, I think, a couple years ago. And the finale of this series, it was like a 4-season series. And I watched it religiously, like only show I would watch right when it came out. Rami Malek, the dude who played the lead singer of Queen in the Queen movie, Freddie Mercury, this was like his big break, and he is the star of the show, and he's iconic in the role. But anyways, we came back from our honeymoon, flying home from Jamaica on the night of the finale, and I had my parents record it because we had to pick up our dog from my parents' house. And I stayed up till 3 a.m. watching it. And I was like in and out of sleep the same way I was watching Arizona football this weekend. Hate sports. It made for a very like disorienting finale, which is how they wanted it to be. It was a religious experience for me. You should watch it.
Wow. That just sounds like a good experience. I wonder if that's like still on something that I could watch. Like, is it on Netflix or
I don't know
Hulu or
if it's
something?
I'm pretty sure it's streamable somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't think it's on Netflix.
Well, I'll take all the energy that I use to find streams of games of channels I don't have to just finding episodes of TV shows now.
Yeah, it's a good move. I'm pretty sure the Mr. Robot finale is like one of the most widely like accepted thumbs up finales of shows. Like it's the opposite of Thrones. And I did not watch Thrones, but like it seems like everybody just rolled their eyes at the Thrones finale. It's the opposite of that.
I'm on the different side of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate?
It was rushed. I will give it that. The season was rushed, but the season, like everything else wasn't bad about it. Besides it being rushed, like it wasn't bad. They just fit a lot into a little time.
Can we put spoilers into this or no? Do we want to save our listeners if they have
no? Because I think that anybody who hasn't watched Game of Thrones has the elite ability to like binge that. There's 8 seasons, I think. Like that's great stuff.
Are you a Yellowstone guy? You like now that I'm listening to the shows that you like, I feel like you'd be a person who begs me to watch Yellowstone.
No, I haven't watched Yellowstone, but I heard that's good. I am watching Succession right now. I'm about to finish that. That's good television.
Great show.
That is good television.
Really, all HBO shows are almost always good.
HBO hasn't missed in a while, to be honest.
No. Anything they put marketing budget behind, worth a watch.
100%.
All right, let's move, Cart. Let's move to a topic that you were very specific about wanting on this episode. Mexican places that don't serve free chips.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? You know, I'm walking. The average American with self-respect for themselves is walking into a Mexican restaurant, and at minimum, you're getting beverage. You're getting some type of beverage. In my eyes, I'm getting a margarita. Like that's happening.
Carter, no shit. Like,
no. I'm talking about a paid beverage, not just water. Like,
yeah, but of course, if you're going to a Mexican restaurant, you're getting something to, if you go to any restaurant, you're getting something to drink.
At some restaurants, I just get water.
Oh, okay, that's a you problem. Like any normal person that goes to a restaurant is ordering a drink. That's step one of
Anyway,
sitting down at a restaurant.
let me work this here. At a Mexican restaurant, it should be a staple. Now, I'm not saying you got to refill the basket every time. I'm not saying you got to do that. But it is a complete vibe killer if I have to walk into a Mexican restaurant and order chips and salsa. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I don't want your chips and salsa trio with three different types of salsa. Just bring me the simple ass basket. Bring me the little side, maybe in that little like clay bowl, the little black clay bowl of salsa, and keep it moving. And I will get you. I'm gonna have two or three chips. I'm gonna peruse the menu, and then I'll place my order. I need free chips and salsa in front of me. I have a strict policy, and this is like known throughout everyone in my life. I'm not sitting down at a Mexican restaurant if they don't have free chips and salsa. I will get up and leave. It is preposterous. I can't support it. I never ever will support it.
How many Mexican restaurants do you go to that don't have free chips and salsa though?
Because there's like those fancy Mexican restaurants that don't do it.
Where? Like I don't
Everywhere.
think I've been to one.
Everywhere. They're everywhere.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Every Mexican place in Kalamazoo has free chips and salsa.
Well, everyone around me doesn't, and it's absolutely bullshit.
I guess you are trying to go to the fancy ones. So okay, let's say that you are at a Mexican restaurant that has free chips and salsa. How many bowls of chips, how many refills of chips are you putting down in an average dinner?
See, the thing is, I'm really putting down one basket of chips unless like I'm starving and or inebriated, then maybe like two baskets.
But like a trip with you and wife, you're not even refilling the free chips.
We might refill it because we can, but we're not eating the second basket. We're just like, it's a free basket, like bring it and
See
we'll
that
see.
that seems like such a small thing to get upset about then if you don't even take advantage of the refill of the free chips.
It's the
Like,
principle. I just want a basket when I sit down.
see, wife and I will almost always end up with two refills of chips. So three total baskets.
Right. And I think this is something that should be a staple, G. And I'm not saying across all restaurant industries, because I necessarily don't want free bread at every restaurant I go to. But free chips and salsa at a Mexican place is a must.
What's your go-to salsa? Like if they bring out the clay bowl, like you said, they got like the mild, whatever the green salsa is.
I mean,
Like
I like all salsas, but like the classic, just red, mild salsa, just
you're not like,
classic.
are you putting like hot sauce in or anything? That's what my wife does.
No, that's a psycho move. I'm not gonna
It is
lie.
a psycho move. Yeah, she takes the
He
mild
puts hot
salsa.
sauce into salsa,
She takes the mild salsa, pours half on like a little plate or a bowl for herself, leaves me the other half, and then pours hot sauce in hers. Yeah,
and you sleep well at night.
she does hot sauce on everything. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm for hot sauce and everything, but hot sauce into salsa is something that is like, does she have a weapon under her bed?
Probably. It's a psychopath move for sure. My biggest issue with Mexican restaurants lately, it's very specific to one local Mexican restaurant that we love in Kalamazoo. And again, this is we're trying to have like a very wholesome episode, and I'm just saying like questionably racist things throughout, Carter. But there's one specific server at this restaurant who just straight up doesn't speak English at all. And like that's not a problem with me. Like obviously, like respect to the man. He's trying to make a living. That's great. But like, I don't know how you're a server in America if you literally can't speak English. Like every time that we've had this man, we've gone twice now and had the same server both times. He just straight up brings us shit we didn't order, like 100%.
That's different. But also, you can't speak Spanish.
I tried, like I genuinely tried for this guy because most of the service staff are like bilingual, and like every time, like he just looks at me, he's like, huh? And then like I point to the thing on the menu because he can't listen, like he doesn't hear it.
Because you can't pronounce quesadilla correctly.
Pretty much. Maybe it is a me problem. I don't know. I just I order 3 chicken tacos and I end up getting like a beef burrito, and I'm just like, man, like
That's a
not what
tough
I
drop.
asked
That's a
for.
tough drop off too.
It's brutal. It's brutal. I just feel bad for the guy, because then he brings his manager out, and his manager has to like very strictly be like, "What did you order? I'm so sorry." And we're like, "It's okay," but
Is the
like
food fire?
The food's great. It's a weird dining experience. Like, I don't know.
Is it better than Holy Taco?
Yes, Holy Taco. Now I will get a little rude here. Holy Taco is a Kalamazoo establishment that is about $17 per taco and like $22 per tequila shot. And it's literally just for Instagram likes. Like my wife and her friends like it because there's like one of those big neon boards that says like, why not taco on the wall? And like all of them are so they think this is the best place to eat in Kalamazoo, and it's just shitty overpriced tacos.
That's hey, there's nothing. There's no, if I'm a business owner, if I'm a restaurant owner, the first thing I'm buying is a neon sign. A neon sign, and I'm making one nice wall, like one nice tiled wall, and one nice neon sign that says some phrase that's like the restaurant version of live, love, laugh.
No, yeah, you put one wall with like the fake green ivy all lining the wall, like the Wrigley Field walls, and then just a neon sign in the middle of it that has like a pun about whatever type of food you serve. It's perfect.
What is it? Wrigley Field that has the vines
Yeah.
on the. They should 100% do a scoreboard that is all neon sign.
Just neon sign on the wall. And then, oh my God, they probably would sell so many more tickets.
They 100% would.
Just let anybody come on field and take pictures in front of it after the game. They would sell so much.
It's elite.
Wow. Contact us for marketing ideas, Wrigley Field.
We got plenty of time now.
We do. We have no hobbies anymore. We're yours. All right. We're going to end with two topics that are a little more existential, and we'll see how these go, Carter. Number 4, is karma real?
I think it is.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it is, but I'm less, there's some hesitancy there from me because of my recent run of how life's been going. I'm a good person. Like, I'm a real good person. Like, I'm talking like always hold doors open. I have very standard manners that I go throughout people, no matter who they are, no matter where they are. There's actually a homeless guy at the place where I eat lunch at. And every Friday, I bring him grapes because he loves seedless cotton candy grapes. And it's from Westbourne Market in Dearborn for anyone who knows that in Michigan. So it's not like some cheap ass grapes either. Like, I'm actually spending a little bit of cash. Like, I could just give him $1. I actually buy this guy a pack of grapes, and he's my boy. And I fuck with him heavy. He's good people. Shout out to him. But I don't know. I feel like if my karma was that great, field goal kickers would make field goals. Or field goal kickers would miss 70-yarders. When I bet against them,
Yeah. No, I mean, let's not get into the dirty here. We've moved on from that. We don't care about that anymore. But no, you're right. Karma, interesting thing. I think you are a good person. The seedless grape story is wild. Thank you for sharing that. Clearly great person based on that. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to believe that karma is real. I think that's where I'm at, but I think it's more of just like in general, you should just be a good person thing. Like, I don't think you should be a good person because you're afraid of karma. Like, I just think everyone should just be a good person. Like, why?
I feel that, because it really throws me off. Like, people, like, how are you just like rude to people?
Yeah. And no, it's like if you're out, this is something like that has happened before when either I'm being a dickhead or someone I'm with is being a dickhead, but like someone's going to like litter or something. And it's like, oh, don't do that. Like, what about the karma? It's like, no, you just shouldn't litter because littering's stupid and bad. Like,
right.
Not because you're worried something's bad is going to happen to you in light of that. Just be good. Be a good person. I don't get it.
Pick up your dog poop.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I am bad at that.
Like, actually, like, I'm at the point where I've actually, like, sometimes I forgot bags, and like, I'll go like to the house I'm in front and be like, hey, my dog just pooped in your yard. You got a bag? Otherwise,
you are a great person. Oh my God. So I get in trouble because when I take my dog on long walks, like I'm talking like 60-minute walks instead of the 30-minute, he poops twice, like more often than not.
Ooh.
And so like I intentionally bring the whole roll, but like there are times in the past that I've just ripped off 2, and then all of a sudden my man's pooping a third time in 60 minutes. and I got no options. And I'm like in the middle of like, if I do the 60-minute, that's a long path. There's none of those little like neighborhood stands you can pull from. It's bad. I do feel like a really bad person when I do that though.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful around here in Ferndale. They'll call you out on the Ferndale forum. They catch you on the Ring camera leaving a poop. They'll be like, "Oh, look at this douche."
Yeah, it's not good. I have a question in light of your story about the seedless grapes. So let's say just in the entire world, on a ranking of everybody from worst person to best person in the world, what percentile are you? Meaning, like, if you are in the first percentile, you are the best person, and if you are in the 100th percentile, you are the worst person.
Okay, so like 100 percentile. That's like Queen Elizabeth territory. By the way, I think her funeral is going on something. I think either right now or happened this morning. So,
Was that a fake spit? Is that what that
yeah,
was?
on her grave.
Okay.
Now to answer the question if I'm a good person or not. Let's say in the 1 percentile, like you said, I'm probably like I'm up there to be honest. I'm probably right below that.
I gotta say, based on these stories you're telling, I feel like you're a top 10 percentile person.
I could be better. I could be better, I think.
You are one of the best people I know, genuinely.
I could be hurtful though. I could be hurtful.
Yeah, but I feel like most of your hurtful things are rooted in comedy. I'll give you some credit publicly right now, Car. You are one of my only actual friends that I have that like regularly actually like checks in on me. Like I have received many like, hey, are you okay? Like, you good texts from you that I don't receive from others. It's impressive. I'd put you in the top 5 percentile in the world of good-hearted people.
I love that energy.
Yeah. Very impressive.
So why the hell can I win it? All right, no, never mind. I'll just take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
For the record, I would put myself in like the 40 to 30 range.
You want to know how much of a problem I had with sports just now? The immediate thought that came to my head was maybe if I get towards Queen Elizabeth territory, I'll win some bets.
Okay. Can you explain Queen Elizabeth to me? Why do we hate her?
Oh, literally the most racist old piece of shit hag on the face of the earth. Like, literally, no bullshit. If she ever actually walked into a real church, she would immediately combust into flames. If you hit her with holy water, she would dissolve.
Is this the Meghan Markle stuff, or is there more?
No, like, she's you know what a colonizer is?
Yes.
She is the colonizer. Like take over poor areas, take their one rich thing and flaunt it and wear it and take it over and be proud of it. She is the worst literally the worst human being. She's in like Bin Laden territory. Like, she's down there. She's
terrorism
like, yes,
territory.
Yes. If Hitler had a powdered wig, he'd be Queen Elizabeth.
I thought genuinely, I don't know clearly. I thought she was like a massive like feminism mover though. Like, she did things for women. Is that not true either?
Fake.
Really?
Fake. She is a piece of shit human being, and I'm so glad she's 6 feet under.
Really bad episode for me as far as like the racism shit goes. I mean, I'm out here like, is Queen Elizabeth okay? Like, being educated on the fly. Not good. I think I'm down.
You haven't been a soccer fan long enough.
If I was like 30th, 40th percentile, I think I'm down to 60th percentile after not knowing Queen Elizabeth.
No sports, got time to work your way up.
Yeah, you're right. All right. To our final topic of the day, Cart. How can true happiness be achieved?
And isn't that the $1 million question, is it not? $1 million question. I'm happiest when the people around me are happy. So I think that's the key.
What's the happiest you've ever been in your life?
Like, up until this day?
Yeah.
Wedding day. And not generic answer, like, that actually was the happiest day. That was the best day ever.
It's a good day.
That was a great day.
It's a good day. I was there.
Yeah, you were.
It's a good day.
It was great. It's a great day. Is wedding for you, or why does I feel like it's something different?
No, I think wedding is definitely.
Why do I feel like it's you shooting that 81 last week?
No, that was a good day too. No, I think wedding day was good. Like great, obviously. Like loved it.
Wedding day was solid.
No,
Solid.
yeah, it's okay. No, I just like to me, I find more happiness in like a just random day where like I'm together with the people I love more so than like the spectacle of like the big event. Like obviously the big event's awesome. Wedding was fantastic. Some of the best memories I've ever had. Like I love like a good vacation. Like that's fun. But like to me, like the special moments are like the unplanned moments, the serendipitous moments. Like I don't know. I had a moment a couple weeks ago where I just like, dog was there, wife was there. I had seen my family that day, my parents. I had like been with some friends, and I don't know. I just had like a moment at the end of the night where I was like, man, like I got a lot in my life that like makes me happy right now. Like that
I love that.
30 years from now, I'm gonna like remember what it felt like in this moment.
That is great. That's a great. I feel that because I think also some of my most fun times is like on a random Sunday, like you'll just kind of bar hop around with the wife or some friends, and you just kind of end up a little, maybe a little drunk, maybe not, but you're just hopping around, and then you just go home and well, I used to throw on football, but now maybe throwing a show or something. It's just you're like, wow, this was a fun day.
Yeah. Do you like you and I both had like high school sport success? Would you consider that part of true happiness? Like playing on the Breslin floor championship?
Uh, I would only because like high school sport brotherhood shit is like real. Like that's real. Like I'm still friends with all of my high school teammates. So that's the real deal for sure.
I could see that. It wasn't like the thrill of winning. It was more so like doing it with
Not
friends
necessarily
you love.
because not to talk our shit, but like our team was different. Like we should have won. Should have won more. But I'll settle for one. Some people don't have one.
Sports also.
Yeah, just stupid. Before we get out on this episode, can I address one more thing?
Please.
Are my eyes lifeless during episodes? Can people comment down below? Someone said that I don't know what it was. They said that my eyes were lifeless, and it was like I had two marbles and I had no thoughts behind them. Kind of hurt because I have a lot of thoughts behind them. But comment down below if you think I need to liven up my eyes a little bit.
No, you do have like blank expressionless eyes
But
sometimes.
now that I'm looking right now, like my eyes look fine. But on that episode that someone said that, I really was like,
Just caught you at a weird time.
yeah, just that's why we need to make it so we got the big time editors. They're not letting that happen over the ringer. They're editing Kevin O'Connor's eyes. Kevin O'Connor, Kevin O'Connor, Kevin O'Connor, Kevin O'Connor.
All right. Uh Also to address, can I address one thing from the comments?
Of course. Oh God.
No, just last week a little like, does Greg ever admit when he's wrong? Which one, rarely. Two, I actually think last episode I was kind of admitting I was wrong. Like I believe we were
We
we were
also
talking.
have an episode on our channel where it's literally you apologizing to Tom Izzo.
Yeah, it was the least viewed episode we've ever done. So like people don't want to listen to me say I was wrong, apparently. No, we started the Zach Perrin segment of last week's episode with me essentially saying like, Cart, we both thought this kid like really wasn't a high profile recruit. Now he's headed to Sunrise Christian. We were a little wrong there. Like, so I was a little like I responded to it was just like, what was I even like defending there? I don't know what it was. So sorry, listeners, if I don't admit that I was wrong enough. I am wrong all the time, and I will try to admit that all the time going forward.
Good job, Gregory. We appreciate the comments too, by the way. We actually like read them.
Yeah,
So
comments make me happy.
yeah,
Is that true happiness? Being told by an internet stranger that I never admit that I'm wrong
possibly.
makes me happy, honestly. Where's the globe, by the way? Globe check in? Globe's still there. Okay, good. I was getting worried. If the globe disappeared, we're going to have some conversation.
Nah, Globe is still here, but I decided not to take my vitamins. Or I took my vitamins before we got on the episode.
Good. Good for you. New week, huh?
This is a new week. I think we're going to accomplish a lot this week.
I think so too. We'll see. I wonder what we'll do next week's episode on.
I don't know. Comment down below if you want to see something.
All right, Cart. Well, this was fun. To anybody who actually listened to that, thanks. We appreciate you. Subscribe to the Sleepers Media channel. Might be a sports channel, might not be. We'll see how this week goes. And yeah, tell us what you like. We'll figure it out from here.
Sleepers out.